I didn't think that we would ever have like a milk shortage.
No one thought they'd have to drive around supermarkets desperately searching for the milk formula they need to feed their baby. Yet that's precisely the crisis America finds itself in.
So trying to find milk, I'm going to like 4 or 5 stores. And we know how expensive gas prices are right now. It sometimes makes me feel like a failure as a parent because I want to be able to feed my babies.
Chambriel says milk powder was already scarce due to supply chain blockages, but then a recall of one of the most popular brands and the closure of a key factory made a bad situation a whole lot worse.
He's a greedy baby.
The crisis is hitting poorer families disproportionately hard. Chambriel stopped breastfeeding 5-month-old Logan to get back to work. But now things have got so bad, she's having to try and start again. Between that, stress over COVID and soaring inflation, what should be a joyful period of her life is nothing but worry. This is the thing that's causing the problem. Yes. Right here.
This little can of milk right here is causing all the issues.
For her and millions of mums and dads like her, a crisis exacerbated by Abbott Nutrition, the largest baby formula producer in America, that issued a recall after reports of bacteria infection in several babies.
Some families so desperate to feed their babies that they...
The empty shelves have sent parents into a frenzy and even forced President Biden to invoke emergency legislation to compel manufacturers to produce more.
I understand how stressful it is for parents trying to find a formula to feed their children.
While the military is urgently importing formula from abroad. How is it possible that America has got itself into this sort of crisis situation whereby the president is having to pass an order to dictate that companies must produce more?
Right. So he's trying to pass a wartime order. So for wartime production, that should speak volumes. That should speak volumes to where our priorities lie as a community, as a nation.
Cassietta is a lactation specialist in Maryland who's working round the clock to help mums like Chambriel in desperate need. Elsewhere, local groups have set up a formula drive to distribute what milk powder there is.
This is our second drive. Last week we gave about 100 cans out, so it helped about 100 families. And then this week, just as much, maybe a little bit more. Yeah.
Making matters worse, 4 companies control about 90% of America's baby formula market. So when one of them, the biggest, announces a recall and shuts a factory, the impact is immediate. Abbott says things should go back to normal in the next few weeks. But in the meantime, mums like Chambriel aren't taking any risks. Not when her baby's life is at stake and feeding him is no longer as easy as it should be.